Welcome back. It's your girl Candy K. Lynn, and I have Carrington with me,
Mhm.
popping up cultural analyst to talk some things that are going on in the culture.
Yes.
So, we are talking some 25-year anniversaries of music. We're talking some new music collaborations. We're also talking 25 years of so many people my age's favorite movie, Love Jones. Shout out to the bestie because she absolutely
Yes.
loves Love Jones. So we are celebrating those things. And then we have a couple conversation pieces for you today as well. We will be talking. Do you think people can be great in multiple career avenues? So, Carrington, go ahead and tell us about this Nicki Minaj. What is it? Coley Ray? Coley Ray?
Leray. Leray.
Cola Ray. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so they have a new song out called Blink Blink. I don't know if you heard it.
I
Did you?
haven't listened yet.
Oh Lord, you have to go listen to it because the music video that they did with it, I don't know. I just thought it was like so cute. Like everything was so cute. And women in the industry right now, they're killing the game. But I'm so happy that Coi Leray, she's real young. She's out here hitting the streets. And then to have a feature with Nicki Minaj and you that young, I don't know. I love to see it. But Blink Blink, it was a little crazy. Um,
Okay.
the girls is repping the street life, the rap life. I won't necessarily say that she's doing that, but she definitely put on. I loved it.
Okay.
It
So she's do you think she is the next it girl that we're going to talk about? I know she's been trending on TikTok. That's how I know about her. So
uh,
does she have a longevity or is it a one hit wonder type situation?
No, I definitely don't think she's a one hit wonder. I think as long as you keep creating content that people like or music that people want to hear, you'll be around as long as you can ride the wave. Now, but I do think like some of our rappers out now, they like to make the same type of style of song, have the same lyrics, always talking about the same things. I don't think they'll last that long. But Coi Leray, as long as she keeps being herself, very unique and out there doing her thing, I think that she'll make it for sure, but you got to stay consistent, but and unique and creative. Like I said, I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. And so she is the daughter of I, I can't even really call him a celebrity anymore. Okay. Benzino is probably like a D-list black celeb. He
Yeah.
used to be popping. He owned, was a part of them with Source Magazine, I think, back in the day. But
Hmm.
then we saw him, he was reintroduced to us by the world on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta,
Hmm.
messy marriage, baby mama,
Oh my God.
gunshot at the funeral, if y'all remember that far back. That's the girl's daddy.
Gunshot
And
at a funeral.
yes, he got like shot at his mama's funeral, girl. Google it. It's just, this was a
Oh
few
no.
years back, probably before, like, yes.
The ghetto. The ghetto. Oh
So,
gosh.
so we bring Benzino up because he's her father and
Yes.
he leaked the music early between her and Nicki. Catch us up on what happened with that situation.
Okay, so according to Twitter, everything was going good, going fine. Of course, they're promoting, but they didn't say who the feature was. Benzino goes on to say that, oh, Nicki Minaj is on the song, blah, 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 blah. And at first, he was actually talking with someone. I think it was a podcast as well. And he got on there just, hyping his daughter up, telling them, like, hey, this is my kid, just like any other parent would.
Proud parent, right.
Exactly. Then he goes on to say, Nicki Minaj is going to be on the feature. What? And he said it on a tweet too. What? Why would you say that? Because the rap industry right now, it's very quiet. They like to keep things like discreet and secret and just pop out. When he said that, it was like, first of all, the internet went crazy. It went wild. It went viral actually. Everybody heard about it. They're like, what? Nicki and Coi, Nicki and Coi. But then Nicki came on the scene and was like, no, there will be no song. Oh my gosh. And I know that like crushed Koi spirit, but she didn't really tweet about it much. But she
Mm-hmm.
had said in response to her father leaking that information, she said, you know what, I love my dad. Regardless, we work in our relationship, but he needs to learn when to step back and let her shine, let me shine, in Koi's words. So I was like, I definitely understand that. It's like, dang, of course it would be such like a parent to spill the things. That's why you can't be telling them stuff. Or you have to literally say, like, listen, this is what's going on, but you cannot say nothing. But knowing parents anyway, they're gonna tell somebody, brother,
She
uncle.
know her daddy messy.
Yeah.
She know her daddy messy at this
And so
point.
he spilled the beans.
He won't know about any other features being released at this point.
No, no, never. I'm pretty sure never, ever, ever. I'm pretty sure never, ever.
He is not going to be able to use her stardom, her fame, Nicki Minaj to do his podcast rounds. Like,
Right. It
whew.
was bad. It was bad. But the internet wasn't a frenzy though. They were excited actually. So until it was made known that like you shouldn't have said that, then that's when everybody was like, "Oh, dang, dang, so sad for Koi, so sad."
But they came back and dropped it anyway, right?
Yeah, so Koi's record label ended up getting reaching out to Nicki and her label and whatever, and they talked it out. Koi and Nicki actually had a separate conversation outside of the labels talking, and they just made agreement like, you know what, I want to do this for Koi, or Nicki made the agreement to just go ahead and do it for Koi, and so they released it a week later, and it got what it got. I think like after the second day or first day, it had like 1.2 million views on YouTube. So to me, that's pretty good to me for somebody who's just now getting out there, you know.
It makes a difference. And since you said she went in and she decided to do it for Nicki, I am not a Nicki Minaj fan. I think Nicki is a hater. So this is going to run me back a bit on Nicki, and I'll pay her a little bit more attention because she sent the elevator back down to help a young artist out. So I
Mhm.
can salute her for that. I've seen some situations where I feel like Nicki tends to like want to be the top dog.
Yeah,
And so with young artists, what did you say? You said creativity, right?
yeah,
I like what you said. In order to stay relevant in this era of music, you have to be creative. So I like that Nicki is teaming up with somebody who is a new generation, so
hmm,
that she gets to introduce a new generation to the Barbs, right? On
right,
TikTok and to be a part of that. So I can give Nicki her credit for that because normally I'm like, Nicki's being a hater. And this time it sounds like she's standing up and she's like, I know your daddy is Benzino. He a little bit messy. He talks too
yes,
much.
yes,
He got
Lord,
a big
yes,
mouth.
Lord.
He using you for clout.
Mm-hmm,
But what you're
hmm.
not gonna do is say your daddy what's going on no more. So I do like that they were able to work that out and get her on there.
Okay, wait. Before we switch the subject, please give me one example. How is Nikki a hater? Because I'm a Barb. I am a Barb.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Please, because you know the Barb's ride for Nikki.
I
You know the Barb's
see. I see. I just feel like her and the Cardi stuff, her and the Remy Ma stuff, you
ride.
know, if you and Remy can't be on the same concert, like y'all are both women eat. And I
Mm,
think with like the emergence of Meg and all the dolls, I think that's what's changing it in City Girls and Meg and City
mhm.
Girls and Beyonce could tap into Meg, especially with her being from H Town.
Yeah,
Like, I think that's what's changing it. But Nicki was so used to being the only one in that lane for
the
so
only
long.
one. Yeah.
She was the only one. And as you said, you guys were, I think the label forced her to target younger girls. And that
Hmm.
really wasn't necessarily what she was talking about. So you didn't allow her to be authentically Nicki.
Yeah.
Here comes, here comes Remy out of prison, and it's like Remy's back being Remy,
Yeah.
and she's looking around. I felt like she's looking around going, why can't I be Nicki?
Yeah.
Why am I wearing peak wigs? And she created a character.
Hmm.
So here comes Cardi, who is ratchet and hood. And Cardi
Yeah.
is, I call it the Cardi B effect. It's
Hmm.
the Cardi B effect. Cardi came out as Cardi and the world has eaten it up.
Yeah.
People appreciate that she's just a regular smuggler girl, right?
Right.
And I feel like Nicki was like, I feel like she was putting her negative energy on all the rest of the girls because it's
Hmm.
like, oh, you're stepping in my lane, forgetting you're Nicki. You have your fans.
Yeah.
If y'all link up, everybody becomes fans. And
Yeah.
you guys own this market. And you don't have to be sexual all the time. You could do other things. You could be yourself. And I feel like that's why Nicki was given the negative energy. I feel like tapping into somebody so young like this,
Hmm.
being able to be Nicki is a star, but
Right.
you're able to bring somebody else along, I feel like it's going to give her new energy.
Yeah.
New energy. She doesn't have to hate. Now we can all, link up together, and I can salute Meg. I can salute Remy. I can salute Cardi
Hmm.
because we're all female artists sharing this space, but bringing something different becoming iconic
Yeah.
because she's iconic at this point.
And is. And you know what? I think that because she was not necessarily the first to do it, but because she remained in the face of everybody for so long, I do think that her seat I do think her seat is a little hard to take, a little hard to sit in. I will say that, but I could see like what you're saying about it should be more like collaboration or sisterhood. But I remember somebody bringing up something on Twitter and was like, they always want all the girls to get along, all the rap girls to get along and be friends and blah 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 blah. But when it comes to the rap boys, they love to beef, and they don't require them to like befriend each other, you know. So when I think about what you said, I do think about that because it's like, why does the girls always have to? Everybody always has to be friends, but that's not necessarily like we have to be enemies. But you don't see like all the rap boys, jumping on features. We all bringing each other up together. They be on a different type of hustle, different type of grind. So it'd be
They
like,
do.
ah,
They do. But to lead, right? To create a path and lead, to
right,
actually
right.
change the industry, to be able to do some things that matter to you and the way you want to do them. We
Hmm.
don't have to be best friends, but what is it hurting me to share my platform with you?
Yes, very
You
true.
winning, I'm winning. And I
Very
think
true.
that when you have a Beyonce as an associate, right? Because we know she and
Okay.
Beyonce have done things, and
Yes.
Beyonce is cool with Meg, and then there's Meg and Cardi. Meg and Cardi dropping WAP was huge.
Wild.
It was
I loved it.
huge,
I loved it.
and it showed us, as you said, when men beef, our men beef, they kill each other.
Yeah.
Why would we ever allow them to create that division? And as long as we're having inner chaos,
Mm.
they can continue to profit.
Yeah.
Nicki is profiting off of her. Nicki is
Yeah.
getting a chance to do what she wants to do. She's her husband has been a questionable decision, but she's like, nope, he's my husband. I love him. I'm gonna ride it out. Had a baby
Very
with
true.
him, and
They've
I'm gonna
they've
stand
dragged
for
the
him.
husband through the mud. They have dragged
So
the husband through the mud. Hmm.
they have, and it's just like the same thing with Cardi and Offset. When Cardi and Offset broke up, and Offset cheating, and
Yeah.
but it's their decisions, and they've decided, you know what, you either gonna love me for who I am,
Hmm.
because I'm not gonna present anything fake to you. And I think that teaches another generation of women to be your authentic self.
Yeah.
Don't occupy places and present a version of yourself that does not exist. What happens if you show up and you just be a hot girl? Meg came up to I'm hot. It's hot girl summer. Like,
Right.
let's
Right.
think about what they've done for this industry, whether people
Mhm.
love them or not. At this point, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, they were
Mhm.
iconic in that lane. These
Mhm.
ladies have taken it to another level because you were
For
suppressing
sure.
those women, telling them how they should look, who
For
they
sure.
should sell to.
Hmm.
Meg out here with a butt out,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Meg knees. Like, we talk about Meg knees, like her
Yeah.
knees have become iconic.
Yeah. Her knees are a household name. They are. They
And
are.
so we're, hot girl summer. Like, it's something that will continue to go. And I think that what Nicki is doing now puts them in a different circle. So they don't
Mhm.
have to be friends, but there's things that they can do to collaborate that
Yeah.
puts money in their pocket. They don't need to be. They're women. Why
Yeah.
am I running up on you at the award show
Right.
in my Balenciaga Alexandra McQueen? Like,
Yeah.
hair laid, nail slayed.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? No, ma'am. No,
Cause
ma'am. We
no,
here to
I would
party.
never.
Yes,
Right.
we here to party. Like, baby, where is the Grammy party afterwards? Who
Exactly.
party? So I feel like when they keep the media and Twitter and record labels from creating drama that does
Mm-hmm.
not exist,
Mm-hmm.
gives them the opportunity to make their money, gives them the opportunity to be leaders and pave the way, their own record label, so that they're not doing like Meg is fighting with Carl Crawford about her album and whether or not it's a real album because
Yeah.
all the songs aren't original and in mastered. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why we as women got to stand together so that we can fight people like labels.
Mm-hmm. Very
You be
true.
your like Issa Rae is doing, coming into this space, which is what we're going to talk about later on
Yeah.
about the career avenue. So that's me on Nicki. I'll be nicer next time since I know you're a Barb.
No, I agree. I mean, no, just you could definitely just say it how it is, how you
Yeah.
think it is. I definitely can't agree on that though. I do think that there should be more collaboration. I can say that. But sometimes, like the personalities that they like to show on social media, I just wouldn't see how some of them will work together. But when they come out with the collabs, it goes crazy every time. So I could definitely agree with that. We need to begin to build our own platform, especially as Black women too.
Hmm. We
So
need to do what we want to do
yeah.
what we want to do creatively, and I think that's what they're doing. Is as crazy as they are, the videos, the sexiness, like we've decided you're not going to box us in, and
Mhm.
I love it for them. So with that, we're talking Black women and artists. Keyshia Cole and Antonio Brown.
Oh my god.
So Antonio Brown, if everybody remembers, is a football player, right? He hasn't retired yet. He was playing this past season with the Buccaneers. He was Tom Brady's go-to receiver. We
Mhm.
saw him take off his jersey on the sideline, walk off in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
He is now working with Kanye on Kanye's sports ventures, and he's
Mhm.
been hanging out in LA with Kanye and Jason Lee, and so
Mhm.
now he's hooking up with Keyshia Cole. What is this collaboration going to look like?
I just happened to be doing some scrolling on Instagram, just jumping from page to page, and I seen that they were trying to do a music collab, a song collab, whatever. They didn't go into detail on what it was going to sound like or what it was going to be, but they did say that they were working on something. Do I think this will work? I just don't know. I don't know, especially because all the things that Brown has been through or in all the blogs that they have said about him and everything that we know in the public eye, I feel like he would be like an angry rapper. I don't know, like Keyshia Cole is very R&B, very, and then there's Antonio Brown. Maybe he would work if it was like Kodak Black or like somebody like that, but Keyshia Cole, I don't know. But anything could happen. So let me just, open mind, I guess. I guess.
Well, Keisha can't sing, so Keisha writes great music. So I'm thinking Keisha gonna just write his raps. No, I listen. I'm a Keisha Cole fan, but Keisha can't
Uh,
sing.
oh,
We put a Keisha next to Alicia and Beyonce and Ashanti. But Keisha can write, and
uh-huh.
that's the reason why I've always, you know, listened to Keisha. I don't know if you remember, like old enough to remember her first album. I should have cheated. I
Yes,
should have went to the club. That's what it
yes,
sounded like,
yeah,
But we listened because it was a great, like her albums are great, and I'm
yeah,
like, if Beyonce sung this or K Michelle sung some of this, so I'm thinking Keisha's just gonna write great music. AB is going to put some lyrics down on paper and rap because remember athletes are extremely talented
okay.
with they're dedicated when they're committed to something. They have strong work ethics, so that's the reason why I'm like, maybe Keisha's gonna write. Keisha needs to be his ghostwriter because I feel like Keisha should write for a lot of people. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of artists, female artists, they sing. I hate their music. Like I hate Alicia Keys' music.
Oh,
Beautiful voice,
what? On the page?
talented, but I just don't like to hear Alicia Keys sing to me. I would rather listen to Keisha because
Oh, Lord.
Keisha speaks my language, and
Uh-huh.
that's why her and AB speak that same raw. I don't I don't give a language. They
Yeah.
speak it together, and I just feel like they possibly could give us something we care about.
Something. Hopefully so. Maybe, like you said, if she was writing, maybe writing. Do I see them on one song? I have to tell you, I do not see them on one song. I don't. Unless Antonio know how to sing, maybe, but I still couldn't even see it. I still could not. But
Maybe they're gonna give us a ghetto love song.
oh Lord, it's plenty of them out. It's plenty of them out. It's plenty of them out.
It's not. Listen, I am all here for a hood classic.
Uh-huh.
I am all about, like, listen, I am, whether people know it or not, like, I'm all about,
Uh-huh.
I'm all about it. Like a distant lover from Boosie. Like,
Well,
they gonna give me something.
yeah.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. Is it Kia or is it Kaya? Kia?
My neck, my back.
You like her? Yes.
I like that song when she was hot, but I feel like now she's just a hater. She should sit on the internet and be a hater.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, her and that little whatever that thing is. Ooh,
Yeah.
like, oh, girl, just go to church, girl. Pray, get your life together. That's all you need. Jesus,
Little
Jesus.
Jesus on the main line. Yeah.
Right, right. Just pray. Just pray so you can be happy with yourself, girl. That's it.
Yeah, she sounds so angry. So we'll see what we get with Keyshia
Right.
and AB. Okay, so
And I love Keyshia
it,
Cole, by the way. I love you,
I love Keyshia. I love Keyshia.
girl.
So then there's the Notorious B.I.G. album that's turning 25,
Yeah.
Life After Death, which was released right after he was killed, right?
Mhm.
Um, so we're coming up on anniversary. For those of you who are too young to remember or weren't even born yet,
Me.
when I talk to young people, I realize sometimes Big was killed in 1997, March 9th, 1997, if I'm not mistaken. And the album released right after his death that has been legendary.
Mhm.
So for me, I remember when Big got killed. I remember what we were talking about, right? What
Mhm.
happens when we allow the industry to create beef
Yeah.
that doesn't really exist, that's
Yeah.
not really there. We lose Pac in September and we lose Big that March.
Yeah.
So from your young perspective, and we've had this conversation for 5 years here on Pull Up, we celebrate Big, we celebrate Pac.
Mhm.
What is your favorite Notorious B.I.G. song?
I think I have to say, I love when they call me Big Papa, but that's just because that's a song we always heard. Like I can say that I haven't heard a lot of music from from him. I haven't heard that song except the songs that is everybody's favorite. I've heard
Okay.
that those type of songs, so I can maybe quote a few lyrics. But as far as like all of his albums and stuff, I know that he is a iconic person and he left a legacy. But I can't resonate with the music. I don't know. I just don't. I don't. I haven't
Not
heard too much.
Juicy?
What?
Not Juicy?
What? No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
No.
But
I like him though. I like him though, and I like when they do the remixes too. I like when they
okay.
do the remix with him and his backgrounds and stuff. I love those. I love those.
Okay. So you can't resonate. I don't even know how, I guess is if you don't get it early, right?
Mhm.
It's just you guys are a different generation. Y'all take things in differently. Like I can sing Lenny Williams and the OJs and the Temptations and
Yeah.
a little Smokey Robinson or Diana Ross. Y'all
Yeah.
are like, nope, mm-mm,
No.
no. Y'all only want Kodak and NBA Young Boy and
Well, I will say not me. I hate when they just talk about killing each other. That's one thing I cannot stand. Like, can we talk about something else? Y'all already
mm-hmm.
said y'all killing this op, that op, all the ops out there. Everybody's an op, and y'all killing everybody. We understand that. Can we talk about something else, please?
anything.
But I think like I'm more of an R&B girl, but I don't know. I just not Biggie. I don't know. Not saying that there's anything wrong with him. I just
It takes time. I think it's
yeah
like age and maturity and being able to appreciate the art from
yeah
that level because Biggie was 25 years old. So there weren't many albums. There were only the two albums, if I'm not mistaken, that we've talked about because he
Mhm.
lost his life so prematurely. So we were just beginning to see his greatest bodies of work.
Mhm.
And this album continues to age extremely well in a lot of avenues. And so today during class, I turned on for my kids. I have a little playlist because it has to be clean. And so there's only so many songs that Spotify can even play.
Mhm.
And Juicy was next in the playlist. And I watched one of my kids in the back of the room and he rapped the lyrics. And I was like, we were like looking at each other and I was like rapping to him. And he was like, I'm like, yeah. So
Oh, well, he's
any
better than me.
yeah. Oh yeah. But
You
see,
know
he's
what?
a boy. He's a boy, right?
Uh-huh.
For a long time, I didn't I was there was for me, I fell in love with hip hop because of the South. Like,
Mhm.
so I listened to Big, I listened to Pac, but I was like, give me some UGK. When Master P and No Limit showed up and then Cash Money for the 99 and the 2000, that was my lane. Girl,
Yes.
you working with some. So
Okay.
it's a
2000.
yeah, it's about what we hear. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what we hear. So as you
Mhm.
get older, I think you'll have a different love for that
For
particular album. So
yeah.
rest in rest in love and peace, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yes.
Um, Love Jones turns 25.
Yes.
These movies are older than you.
They are definitely older than me. They are. Yeah.
They're aging me. They're aging
Yeah.
me.
It's fine.
Uh, but it's good that you guys even know, right? To be able to have a conversation and a little bit of it. Love Jones is special because I think Nia Long and Larenz Tate have had so much longevity in the culture.
Yes.
They I don't think that, especially for black filmmakers, right?
Mhm.
So for black films and the way they age, you know, how hard it is to make a film
Mhm.
and how hard it is to get the box office numbers.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about that. But nobody ever talks about how well these films age within our community. How they
Yes.
become, t-shirts. Tupac and Janet Jackson were poetic justice. They're t-shirts.
Yes.
Love Jones is on. It was on Netflix the last time that I checked. You could watch it.
Mhm.
But Nia and Long and their love story and the back and forth and the poetry,
Yes.
it's iconic.
Lighting my fire.
Yes. See? See? Darius. Like it's these stories that have it,
He
they're
fine
told.
too. He fine too. If I was me, I would be like, yeah, we got to do this outside of this movie. We got to be together outside of the movie. And Nia's beautiful too. Them two together, I would have loved to see it. I would have
You would
loved
love
to
to see
see
it in
it.
real life. I
Yeah.
mean, it's so many of them that are beautiful, but like I said, I think it's just that we're celebrating bodies of work that are 25 years old within our culture.
Mhm.
We're like Larenz Tate is on Power. Like he has his own Power verse coming on Stars. He's
Yeah.
and everybody is still going. He's like, okay, Larenz, did you age? Did you
Right.
did you age? And for him to be iconic in Love Jones and then to play Old Dog on the other side in
Hmm.
Minister Society, like
Hmm.
he was in God, what is the name of the singing movie he played in? There's Why the Fools Fall in Love.
Mm.
So
Okay.
he was in Why the Fools Fall in Love. He was in
Hmm.
Dead Presidents. So these characters
Hmm.
to age in these films to still be iconic. And then of course Nia Long, Boys in the Hood. So where's in
Yes.
Boys in the Hood and then Best Man, her role
Hmm.
in Best Man. So we've just seen them grow. These
Yeah.
films are
Evolve.
evolving
Yeah.
and to know that there is a 15-year-old watching Love Jones the
Right.
same way that we watched Love Jones when we were 15 and 16 is amazing. And my best friend is a hopeless romantic. She's just, I mean,
Uh,
she loves love. And
yeah.
so whenever I think about Love Jones, I always think about her because I'm like, she just loves love. And
Yeah.
in that movie, they were like never really together,
Hmm.
but you knew there was some love there.
Yeah. See, and you know what? I literally love Nia too. She's just, I don't know, every character that she's played, she's given. She definitely gave every character, every single character she gave. That's why I said outside of the movie, I think they should get together, but maybe a part two. Can we get a sequel, a something, a show, something? I would
Not
love
a
to
bad
see
idea. Way to put it in the universe. Way to put it in the universe.
Love Jones part two.
Love Jones Part Two. Put it in the universe. Um, so since we're talking about these things, our final discussion, we're gonna do a discussion topic.
Okay.
Do you think people can be great in multiple career avenues? And I'm gonna start with yes,
Hmm.
because Method Man is fire right now.
Yeah.
Like Method Man and Wu Tang and Method and Redman and you know certain rappers, and I feel like it's East Coast rappers, like we really don't be checking for like that after 25 years.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang's story has come out and people have heard it, but I don't see anybody saying, "Hey, Meth and Red, give me an album."
Yeah.
You know, give me, a concert, of course.
Mhm.
But Method Man talks about in Essence magazine this month how he was able to rediscover himself as an actor, to really, you know, turn to become go from rapping, being a hip hop artist that was worldwide. That career
Mhm.
kind of fizzled out because at that point they wasn't checking for old rappers like they checking for Snoop now. I don't know, but
Well,
we've
Snoop,
seen
yeah,
Snoop stays relevant, but we've seen
always.
Snoop become a businessman. We've seen Snoop do some acting. We've seen
Cooking
LL Cool J
shows.
cook in school, hang out with Martha Stewart,
Uh-huh.
Corona commercials.
Um,
So I think that I see a lot of the men do it and do it really well. LL Cool J has done it really well. Ice T has done it
mhm,
really well.
mhm,
Dr. Ice Cube has done it really well. I was getting to the Ices.
mhm,
Ice Cube has done it well. Method Man has done it well. So I think that it just shows our range of talent.
yeah. 50 Cent.
50, 50 is a hell of a producer. I don't
Yeah.
really want to see, I don't, because I don't want to hear 50 make any more albums. He just needs to make theme songs for television shows.
Yeah.
Shorty was over when he came out the Super Bowl. We don't need another Shorty album. Do we want a 50 album? I mean, let's be honest.
I
No
can
one is
say, I don't know. I don't know. I do know that 50 is funny and he is very controversial via social media. The man is crazy. Would I want another 50 album? No. But do we need 50 on social media? Yes. I would
he's
love
a
for him to
troll.
continue. Yeah,
He's a real
continue.
life troll.
He
He's an
is.
antagonist. He was
Yeah.
born in July.
Ooh,
He's an antagonist.
yeah.
He wakes up in the morning and say, instead of saying
Angry.
hello, gorgeous, he say,
Uh-huh.
who's next?
Yeah.
He just
He's
gets on
coming
his
for
phone like,
blood. He's coming for blood for sure. For sure. But see, little do people know those type of posts when they're going crazy and stuff and they're being mean to each other and going off, they get paid so much for those. They literally get paid to be mean and to be controversial and to be crazy with people. And I think that's awful but funny at the same time because it's like there's a lot of people laughing, there's a lot of people crying, there's a lot of people talking about it, but they're creating so much buzz. And I think also some things are just done just for static. Like I think some things are
of
just said
course.
just for static, but I do think they bring a lot of attention to the ignorant people, the arrogant people in the world, revealing them, taking off the mask. So that's another reason why I say leave 50. We know that he's crazy and we know that he's rude, but he's bringing attention to a lot of the crazy, rude people and bringing them, dragging them out the mud, bringing them out the woodworks for sure. Keep
50 gonna
being
do 50.
right. Keep being you 50.
50 gonna do 50, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do believe I've seen athletes, if you follow podcasts, athletes are becoming sports commentators, they're doing podcasts. I love to see people tap into their full potential.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes. I can agree. And I can agree that there's I think everybody can be great at something, at least something. But do I think that everybody can be great at everything? No. And this is why I say that. I think that there requires like a certain amount of like dedication and time for you to perfect the things that you need or want to and for it to be prosperous. So do I think that everybody should do like 100 things at once or have 100 jobs? No. But do I think that people can be multi-talented and be successful in different avenues? Yes, I do. I do. But for the people who can't sing and you want to be a singer, don't do that. Don't do that because I don't think you'll be successful. I don't think you'll be successful.
but if you can sing, can you write? That's what I always ask people. Like, right?
Yes.
Can okay, so you didn't hit that note, but can you write?
Right.
Can we give that song to someone else? Like,
Yes.
I think we're only good at the things that we're good at, right? So I'm one of those people. I do 9,000 things.
Uh-huh.
And people are always like, what? Well, if you stopped and you perfected it, if I stopped and perfected it, I would be bored and it wouldn't be good because I'd
Yeah.
be over it. So
Mhm.
I have to be a full time teacher full-time educator slash podcaster slash
Mm-hmm.
mentor slash coach. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because when I stop, my brain is always going. So I'm always
Yeah.
trying to figure out like what to do next. But if
Yeah.
I like coach like volleyball just all the time, I'm like, when I'm looking at next year, like, okay, do I want to go high school full time? I'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be crazy because I would perfect it and I would stress about it and then
Mm-hmm.
I'd be done with it.
Yeah.
So when for some of us who have multi levels of talent, we do have to figure out how to differentiate them. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like some people can just, I mean, we have that crossover effect, like
Mm-hmm.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye can beef with his baby mama, still drop 2 albums in 2 years,
Yep.
drop a clothing line,
Yep.
negotiate shoe contracts, and
Uh-huh.
drop a documentary. He's
And be
done
going
all
through
that
a divorce.
and go through a divorce in two
Yep.
years. And now he beefing with his baby mama, his wife, ex-wife on social media.
And
And
trolling and
mhm,
trolling.
mhm.
Trolling.
So
Mm-hmm.
much so that he's not getting to attend the Grammys because
Right.
had we gave Kanye a mic, oh Lord.
You remember what happened to Taylor? You remember what happened to Taylor? Poor Taylor. Poor Taylor. My
Oh
girl.
Lord. Had we gave Kanye an open forum to address the world. And his documentary was great.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. I
It
loved
was
it.
great.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate Donda, the first one. I haven't listened to the second one. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
hate it. Kanye is he, he a busy man.
Yeah.
All while having a mental breakdown. Like, let's not forget, Kanye's mental is, and this is the part that I'm not laughing about.
Mm-hmm.
All while his mental is falling apart. And that's why I say
Yeah.
sometimes people have to do multiple things just to keep it together. Right?
Yeah.
Just to keep it together. So I agree with you. If you're not good at something, I'm not singing. Y'all are not gonna catch me in
Yeah.
the studio on the track singing.
Yeah.
Talking, but singing, nah.
Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe not. Maybe
Nah.
not.
Nah.
We can get a single from you. One good single. It could be on your bucket list.
No. If you would like for me to do spoken word or to read my book to you in the future or to get on your track and do a poem that you wrote or introduction, I am your girl.
Got that.
I got production. I can get in the studio and produce music,
Mm.
but I can't sing.
It's all right. Not
I'm
not
not
even a
signing
church
up to clean
home.
your house.
Not even
No,
a
no.
church home. You can't even
La
do
la
that.
la la la. Nope.
Oh
That
Lord.
ain't
Oh
that ain't my
Lord.
lane. That ain't my lane.
It's all
That ain't my
right.
lane.
It's all right.
And we have to learn to be okay with what ain't our lane.
Yeah.
That's what makes us special. Like, since it's not your lane, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like
Understood.
Nicki Minaj dancing. It ain't really her lane.
A lot of the girls dancing.
City girls.
Yeah, they good for the twerk, but anything else, gosh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's okay.
But we love to see it's entertaining, even when
It
it's
is.
bad. It's
It
still
is.
entertaining.
It
It's
is. But y'all don't.
wonderful.
I'm not. They can go viral on the bad stuff. Send me viral on the good stuff. It ain't gonna be my
Yeah.
voice. Not.
Or
I
like
talk.
Ice JJ Fish. Do you remember Ice JJ Fish? It's something about you, girl. But you know what? He made some money off of that. I know he did. I know he did. I know he did.
Oh, and I used to couldn't laugh because I don't like to laugh at people because I'm like something wrong with him.
Yeah.
When I see when it's something wrong, but like some of these people, like some of these rappers, like Jocelyn Hernandez, sis.
I'm not gonna say nothing about that woman. She might be trying to pull up and fight. Johnson, I'm gonna leave it to you, girl. Have fun, girl. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
What you say? Do your thing. Do your thing.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah, go ahead, girl. Because I heard how you be stumping people out, girl. Go ahead, child. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is Pull Up the Podcast. We don't talk about people. We just talk about the headlines. And if you like attention and you make the headlines, we just talk about the headlines, but we don't want no smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your girl, Candy K. Lynn, y'all. Thank you for staying tuning in with us for our first episode with our news correspondent, our culture strategist. I appreciate it. Carrington, can you tell the people where they can find you?
You can find me everywhere at Coco_Shakari. Instagram, Twitter, on Facebook. You can find me at my government name, Carrington Allen. But everywhere else is Coco_Shakari.
I appreciate you stopping in, sharing with us, and discussing what's going on in the culture, y'all. Until next week, this is your girl Candy K. Lynn, and you're listening to Pull Up the Podcast.
Yep.
We out.